Hey, Dave. Mookie not in the lineup today. Is he available, or is this going to be something that may even carry over into tomorrow?
Hope it doesn't carry on to tomorrow. He's resting right now at the hotel. He'll be here a little bit later, and I do expect him to be available, if we need him off the bench in an emergency. But certainly with the state of his condition, it'll be kind of a last option type thing.
Dave, were you concerned that, whether it's the stomach flu, that it could spread to other players? Is that part of the reason why you're keeping him there?
Yeah, that's the reason. Just with the training staff, just their advice to kind of keep him away from guys so it doesn't spread throughout. Yeah.
You have Bellinger and Muncy back in your lineup for the first time in a while. How much does that change the dynamic of things as far as continuity in your lineup?
It just, you get two all-star players. It just adds to the length, enhances the defense. And I know Cody's excited about being there. Max is excited about last night and just being around this environment. So having those guys here makes us all better.
Dave, last one for me. Bauer has acknowledged that he has to get better at holding runners on, especially after the last time he faced the Padres. How much do you believe that'll be at the forefront of tonight's game for him?
It'll be at the forefront of their minds as well as Trevor's. And I think that he's a strikeout pitcher, but still understanding that you just can't give away free bases. So to throw over more, to vary your looks, and to speed up your delivery times, on certain pitches makes sense. And so you just, like I said, Dave, you just can't give away free base because those guys clearly will take advantage of it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Next question is from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, with Cody, is he full go? And do you
yeah,
he's first base, or is it kind of a...
Yeah, he's full go. I would say out of the gate is probably like a 3 or 4 game in a row, then a day off, and then get back in there and do the same thing.
And with Seager, do you guys know when he might go on a rehab assignment yet?
We don't. With fractures, it's just every person is different as far as the healing process. He's on his progression, but it could take some time. I think that it's one of those things that's got to heal the right way, properly, and then we'll get him out when the time is. But I just don't have any clarity.
Is he sore or something, or is it just kind of?
It's just you can feel with the actions and swinging of the bat until it's totally healed. So I'm sure there's some residual soreness, and you got to make sure that you're done with that, so you don't regress.
You originally thought maybe early July for him. Is that still a possibility, or would it kind of be a little bit more time?
That was kind of my hope from the outset, and hopefully early July still makes sense.
I know he's still some time away, but what's kind of the latest with Corey Knable? Is he kind of playing catch or anything at all?
I know he's playing catch. I would assume right now he's probably out to 120, 150. I think a end of August situation is pretty likely. Give or take a week or 10 days, something like that.
Thank you, Dave.
Next question is from Eric Steven. Go ahead.
Dave, just wondering with Cody, is you still need to mix him in at first base a little bit to ease off the hamstring, or is he full go center field?
Yeah, he's full go in center field, and obviously with Max at first base, but can play some second base. Mixing in Albert, obviously. I think a lot of that work will be in center field, but there might be a day here or there where he's at first base, though.
And then regarding the umpires checking, and I know like managers can ask umpires to check, but is there something on the books to like prevent gamesmanship and this kind of a thing, or is it just kind of on a case-by-case basis?
I think it's right now, Eric, I think it is a case-by-case. I'm not sure. I think for me, it's, I'm not going to check unless I'm pretty certain. But I don't know if there's any penalties if you do. And I'm all about gamesmanship, but I certainly would I'd pick my spots.
Thanks, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Last questions from Fabian Ardaya. Go ahead.
Hey Dave, how important is it for Cody to just have like a month without any start and stop, like a runway to sort of get himself going, especially at the plate?
It would be huge, I think, for him, for our ball club. For our ball club, certainly his value is huge. But when you're talking about at bats and the way you get good and perform is consistency. And if you're not taking consistent at bats, it's hard to do that for anyone. So the first part of the equation is we got him back. He's healthy. And now we just got to keep him on the field. So, yeah, if we can do that, I just don't see any reason why he can't be that all-star caliber player.
I know you've sort of always talked about October when you're sort of getting these things. Like, is this sort of the ideal sort of situation for this? Is like having a situation where even though you guys have been hurt for most of this regular season, just having guys lined up to sort of be in October who haven't necessarily gone through 162, all of them?
I think that's my spin on this.
Yeah.
I think that I would rather have the guys healthy all year long and say that we can kind of manage them to be ready through October. But since that's not the case, my spin is that we've gained some equity going forward in the season.
Thanks, Dave.